Hello Capricorn, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2019, focusing on your career and work life. So have that you have a good month so far for the month of July. Let's see what's in store for you for August. So the first card for you representing the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month, you have the 8 of Diamond. So the 8 of Diamond here indicates that towards the beginning of the month you might be start thinking of going back to school, or even like trying to learn something new with regards to your skill set in your career. It can also be like if you're attending trainings or things like that in the beginning of the month. If you just join a company, like starting a new job, possibly you will also have like on the job training kind of thing in the beginning of the month, and those type of training will be beneficial for you for the long run. I do say that this is something that you wanted. It doesn't mean that you have to do it because it's against your own will, but for most of you it is something that is beneficial. Maybe you attend training of seminar or things like that you want, or you have interested in those areas. So the next card that you have representing the influence cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Joker card. So this card actually indicates a very strong new beginnings in the middle of the month. It can be because of this training is you actually can get the jobs in different company, like certifications and things like that. That can also be one of the things here with this card. Or else this can also be indicating that like the training is a prerequisites to apply for the jobs, you know, those type of thing. And sometimes it's a bit strange for some people that maybe you have to do this training or this test so that you get this job and things like that, but it's very straightforward process here. There's nothing like, or even like if you apply for a job, maybe they will give you trainings which is mandatory in order to start working, those type of things. Those things like manual handlings, or even like ergonometrics, I think, yeah, ergonometrics trainings and things like that. So those type of things can be very straightforward. Don't be judgmental or things like that. But I do see that it's a new beginning in terms of your finances here. Like if you start a new companies, or even like for some of you like part-time jobs and things like that. So I don't see any like a big dramatic changes so far, but it does look like it's a new beginning for you. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the 8 of Spades. So you have double 8 here, which is very interesting. So with the 8 of Spades, even though you are feeling positive and also very joyful in the month of August, but possibly in the month of July, or even in the past in general, you possibly have been contemplating on what you want to do in life. You know sometimes, I do see that you have a lot of heavy emotions, heavy burden in your shoulder, like something that you don't even know what to do and what to expect and how to solve this and how to solve that. And sometimes it's really hard for people to give you advice as well, because sometimes they just give you what they know in their life, but it's always different between one person to the other, and this is something that is common. You just have to be able to discern it and just try to be able to think about it and how to solve this by yourself. I don't think there is some like a super power or things like that. Just only try to mitigate your situation and try to understand, take responsibility, and everything will be okay. It's just only like you're stuck in your own bad expectations. Maybe you change your expectations. Like when you do something, you should not even expect anything, when everything goes well, then you celebrate it. But if this doesn't go well, then just have to move on. That's all. That's what it is. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need, that you learned from the past, you have the Nine of Hearts. So it looks like that in the past has been some of the positive thing has been happening in your life. In terms of your finances, you learned that you have been maybe getting a good job so far compared to the other people. And then you get things that you wanted. Maybe you start buying a home or buying a house in some way. You start giving money or for charities or things like that, like giving money to your parents, siblings, and things like that. That will be also beneficial for you as well. So I don't see any like a major problems here, but let's see what is the next card here. Things that you need to let go of. You have the Five of Hearts. I think there is some sadness. Maybe you lost something. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like that everything is different, you know, for each and every one of you. But it does look like that there is something that you miss. You know, you're missing somebody, or you are missing something, that maybe you lost something that is really important for you. So this can be like a loved one. This can also be some thing which is like a it's just like a something precious that you have. So this can be like a I don't know, devices or laptop, handphone, or like something that you keep very dear, like some souvenir from the past, or the gift from your parents, or things like that. But I do see that this is something that is not really major. So you just have to switch your mind and change your focus, because now your focus is in the negative things. You know, your focus is in you lost this, you don't have this, you don't have that. So if you think the other way around, you actually have this, you actually have that. You should be grateful on what it is that you have, instead of thinking of what you don't have. Because the more you think about what you don't have, you will get more of it. You know, you will get even more sad later on. So the next one that you are representing the future cards towards the end of the month, you have the Seven of Hearts. So yeah, this looks like that you might be getting a lot of mixed signal. I would say it looks like a mixed signal. Like what I say that because maybe you are starting a new job. Look, you are starting a new job, or you are starting a new position, or starting a new things in some new project and things like that. But maybe there is some doubt about that. You know, maybe you are not confident enough with the job. That's why you are afraid. Or maybe the job that you are doing or you will be doing is not really the same as what you have done in the past maybe 5-10 years or so. That's why you have to relearn everything again. That's why you have a training on this. But by the end of the month, it looks like that you're still not really clear on what you do and what you wanted to do. Yeah, because it's just a new job. Come on, nobody will be able to cope with everything and know everything within a few days. You know, you need to take some time for that. You just have to be mindful. If you take any decision, try to consolidate and ask your peers and ask your boss, is that okay or not? Because sometimes it's like if you take your own decision, but it's not really the best decision, then later on it will haunt you back. Other than that, for the money, be careful of any like changes on, let's say, in terms of like investment. You know, be aware of any fake investment on things like that with this card as well. By the end of the month, maybe somebody will try to hard sell you with something that is not really valuable, and that would be very detrimental for you if you just don't take note on that. You know. So lastly, here to clarify the whole readings, but at the bottom of the deck you have the Two of Hearts. So yeah, there is a prominent new beginning and also a new contract and a set of new job. Basically, it's a new job, a new contract, a new set of role that you will be going through and you will be doing. And this is just a confirmation on that. There is a fair amount of trust here between you and the other parties, between you and the other people around you, and also the company that you will be working on, or you are working on in some way if you already started. And looks like it's a very good companion as well. There's nothing like you win and lose. It looks like a win-win solution for you, and win-win situations. So I think that's overall readings here. Very positive, as long as you put your mind positive as well. So I think that's overall readings. I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notification every time we publish a new video. If you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email, and see you next month. Thank you.